Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Cornwall. Now, in the 11 or so years that I've had this channel, you have never seen me in Cornwall. And there's a couple of reasons for that, specifically 2 reasons, but there's lots and lots of reasons why I should go to Cornwall. So here is a really, really bad drawing of the UK. I live about there. Cornwall is down here. It's about as far from my house as you can possibly go in this country. And it's quicker for me to get to the far northwest of Scotland, where it's unbelievable, than it is to get to Cornwall in the southwest.
The second reason I've never visited Cornwall as a landscape photographer is because it gets a lot of bad press about over-tourism. It seems that every other month there is a news article about how Cornwall is too busy, too expensive, too overcrowded, and the locals don't like it. So I guess in the back of my mind, I'm concerned that Cornwall is not going to be very camper van friendly.
I really want to be proven wrong. I want Cornwall to be peaceful, quiet, and friendly. I'm sure it's going to be.
I was never going to make it to Cornwall in one stint from my house. I left too late and already it's starting to get dark. So what better place to stop than the Peak District National Park? Now, finding somewhere to sleep this evening was actually more difficult than I thought, as most park-ups were either completely full or not at all suitable. Just like this lay-by on the right-hand side, far too small and close to the main road, or this bigger lay-by which is actually on quite a steep hill, with most of it being taken up by a lorry. But eventually we would find a suitable spot.
Alright, after quite a lot of faffery and trying many park-ups, I think we have somewhere to sleep tonight. This is good news. Oh yes, chicken, avocado and cheese wraps for supper. Oh, ow. So I cleaned out my entire van after my Arctic trip and I forgot to put a load of stuff back in, including any kind of chili sauce, salt or pepper. So I'm kind of hoping the cheese does all the heavy lifting. So that is my mega bed made up. I'm not even joking, this is like the biggest bed I've ever slept in. It's like unbelievable. And I need a good night's sleep tonight. Big day tomorrow, driving all the way to Cornwall, about 5-6 hours from here. I've got the Nikon Z8 packed, an array of lenses, and a beautiful beach that I want to photograph that only really works at high tide. And tomorrow we have a high tide at sunset. The potential of good light, nice weather. We should be able to sleep on location as well. I can't confirm that, but it looks like you might be able to. So with that being said, we will kill the lights, crawl into bed, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully, nothing happens in the night. After a restful night's sleep, it's time to begin the journey south. The Nikon Z8 is packed and there is only a 5-hour drive between me and some beautiful weather and the beaches of Cornwall. Well, you can tell we're in Cornwall now. It's so narrow. Oh, the roads are really narrow. And that is a trade-off with this van. And I knew that it could cause problems at some point on some of my trips. You see, my old van, the Delica, it was narrow, it was small, park it anywhere, drive it anywhere. Whereas this, we're bigger, we've got the comfort and the luxury, but at the same time, it's a 6-meter vehicle and it's wide. So, yeah, I think we're all right on these roads. My biggest worry is parking areas. Like, I hope I can get it in the place I want to park for this evening's photo shoot and of course tonight's sleep. If that car park's tight and busy, oh, it's not going to be good. The sun is shining as well. Uh-oh. There we go. Here we go. Squeeze. Cheers, buddy. Tell you what, you can't be precious about your paintwork when driving on roads like this. Oh. Oh, it's so tight. Now, if she just reverses back just a tiny bit, I can get down there. Oh, she's not reversing back. Okay, I don't know why. She had to reverse back 12 feet. Now, this is a spot that looks beautiful to photograph. There's a big car park just here on the right-hand side, but you can't stay overnight. Now, there is a smaller car park down the bottom, closer to my photography location, where you can, I believe, stay overnight. Problem, I've been warned that my van won't fit down here. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, God, I can already see the car park is rammed. Oh dear. Oh dear, what have I got myself into? Coming to Cornwall on a sunny Friday. I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, might be space. There might be space. Camera enforcement in operation. Okay.
So we have made it to our destination. It's a beautiful little cove and there's a very specific reason why I'm here today and nowhere else in Cornwall. Now I'm not in, this isn't my final spot, we're on the Wonk. I just kind of picked it because it had the most sort of space because this is a long van, but there's a spot down there in the corner currently taken up by a Mercedes, and as soon as that Mercedes leaves, I'm getting in there. There's tons of space, it's somewhat level, and it's tucked back in a corner, so I'm not going to be in anyone's way. There's going to be no one walking around the van or anything like that.
You know you're on a hill when you can't even open the sliding door. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. And watch, it'll close automatically. Now I said there was one specific reason why I chose this location over anywhere else in Cornwall, and it's all to do with the tide times. So this is it. It's just a really small, quaint seaside village. Everything seems to be shut down, which I suppose is a good thing for me, because it means it'll be quieter later on. But yeah, that'll be because it's low season. We're still mid-March. But this is the reason why I'm here. Isn't that just beautiful? And at sunset tonight, pretty much bang on sunset, it's going to be high tide. So when that tide comes in, it's going to come up and start breaking. The waves will start breaking over these rocks. And in terms of landscape photography, it's going to be absolutely glorious. I mean, it's nice enough as it is at sort of mid to low tide. But at high tide, when the water comes right up to this river here, just flowing out towards the sea, I think you can get some incredibly dramatic images. Time that with the glorious golden light of sunset. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, but we have a fair few hours until sunset, so yeah, we'll just relax for a bit and enjoy the surroundings. Maybe have a nap. And of course, start making dinner.
So we are going to eat well this evening because, ladies and gentlemen, I have stolen my wife's slow cooker. Oh yes, I figured what better camper van accessory than a slow cooker? Just throw things in. I've got some meat and some veg and some seasoning and whatnot, and then you just leave it. Like low power consumption, let it cook for 4 or 5 hours, and we will have a beautiful beef stew after our sunset photo shoot. That's the plan. I'm no chef. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I figure how hard can it be to make a stew? Ooh. Oh no, this is terrible timing. Water on the boil, I've got a slow cooker full of all my food and ingredients, everything's spread out everywhere, but the Mercedes is leaving.
Now I need to drive very carefully because, oh, this is tight. Oof. Yeah, I've got a bloody jet boil full of water just back there balanced on the floor, and I don't want it to spill. But here is the space of my choosing. Oh yeah. This is so much better. There's way more room here, and it's a bit more level as well. So we'll just reverse in. Job's a good one. Because this is a long vehicle, I'm always conscious in car parks about poking out and sort of blocking other people. Whereas here in the corner, that's definitely not an issue. Right, back to the kitchen. So while that's cooking away and we wait for sunset, I'm gonna take a nap. Okay, sit rep. It's not looking good. We are, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes from sunset, and there is not a cloud in the sky. And from what I can see, it looks like we're shooting straight into the setting sun, which is not good at all without those much needed clouds. Oof. Okay, I take back what I said about the zero clouds in the sky being a bad thing. It seems that we have a bit of the Sahara dust, which means it's diffusing all of the sunlight. So this is actually quite beautiful. Now, I have no idea if I'm too close or not, but I think I'm fine where I am. Well, the timing was both perfect and terrible at the same time. Like, the light actually turned out to be quite incredible. The way that the sun was diffused through the haze in the sky, and we just got that red ball just clipping behind the island in the distance. I shot at f22 to get a sun star, and then I shot wider at about f11 to manage a shutter speed of the waves. It was perfect. It's just unfortunate that everyone else in the village also wanted to come down and take a photograph. So I couldn't record anything because obviously there were people surrounding me, which is fine. This is a public place, obviously, but it just makes filming a bit tricky. And now we're shooting the post-sunset light, and it is still quite beautiful. So probably stay here for a bit, being very wary of this tide as well. So I think it is still coming in a little bit. Tell you what, it is getting busy out there. I think there's a pub up the hill. It's obviously a very popular pub and the car park's filling up. But yeah, as tempting as it is, I think we'll stay in the van and not venture to the pub this evening. Oh, the beef stew's looking good. But it's not ready yet. It needs at least another hour and a half. Yeah, it was a bit of a rushed photo shoot that, I think. I got there just as the light started to get good, and then didn't really have any time to wander around, find different compositions, and then obviously people came and stood around, so I couldn't exactly maneuver. But I think it went all right. I'd like to have a stab at it tomorrow morning. The second go, the light will be completely different. It probably won't be as dramatic, it might not be as good, but there is going to be high tide at sunrise, and it should be a lot quieter, so we'll check that out. As well, I was thinking about this house. There's a house just above me there. I'm very close to it. And I was a bit worried. I was like, oh, should I be, I'm in line of sight of their living room. And then I remembered we're in Cornwall, and it's definitely somebody's second home. And there's no one in there at all. It's completely empty. That's a big problem in Cornwall, is people wealthy people from London buy second homes here and then just don't live in them for 9 or 10 months of the year, or just a few weeks. Anyway, we won't get into that, but if you're looking at where my van is and you're thinking I'm close to that house, don't worry about it. There's no one in there. Well, before we settle in for the evening and make it all cozy in here and get our food on the go, let me thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace. Now, if you don't know who Squarespace are, they're an all-in-one website building platform. And what that means, in a nutshell, is that if you want your own website, say you're a photographer and you want to display your images and perhaps even sell prints and have your own community, but you're a photographer and not a web coder, so you don't know how to build a website and you don't want to spend thousands and thousands on a web building company to do it for you, well, that's what Squarespace is. It's an all-in-one platform where you can use their intuitive, simple drag and drop system to create your own professional looking website that does everything you'd expect of a modern day website. You could register your own domain, of course. You could have an online gallery, an online store. You can even have your own members area, and there's AI to help you with all your copy and your design. It really is incredibly straightforward. So if you do fancy giving that a go, there is a link in the description below. I don't get any kind of kickback, but it means that Squarespace will continue to support this channel for mini adventures like this. All right, let's get some coziness in here. How's the stew doing? Oh, it's looking good, looking good. I am ready for this. My only regret is that I don't have any bread and butter, but I do have some pickled coleslaw with a bit of sharpness to go on top of this. Right, well, I'm gonna enjoy my stew, relax for the evening, and then, yeah, get ready for bed, because we have another early start tomorrow. Well, good morning, everybody. Oh, it's chilly. It is chilly this morning, and not a cloud in the sky, so I'm not really sure how that's going to fare for my photography, but I'm going to walk back down to the seafront there and see what's happening, but don't know. Well, I'm going to have a look, but I'm not sure how I can do anything different, or at least better than what I got yesterday. I mean, it's definitely a better experience, no people around, it's beautifully calm and quiet, but we don't have that dramatic light, so I'm not too sure. We'll have a look though, we'll have a look, see if we can get a slightly different composition, see what we can get this morning. So admittedly, we are risking wet feet here, but I think it's worth it. We don't have the dramatic light, but we do have dramatic waves. So I'm getting as close to where the waves are breaking as I feel it's safe to get, with a wide angle lens and emphasizing that foreground. So as the waves wash over the rocks, that's when I'm looking to shoot. There we go, just like that. You see the wave that came right up to the tripod? That's exactly what I'm looking to achieve. Yeah, this is lovely. All I've got to do now is figure out the best shutter speed, because it makes so much difference. Like, shutter speed is absolutely everything when it comes to moving water and big waves like we have here. I have to say, this has been a lovely stopover, nice bit of photography, but you can't come all the way to Cornwall without getting a Cornish pasty. So I'm going to go try and find one of those before my 617 meetup at the Eden project. Welcome to St Austell, everybody. Let's see if they do a good Cornish pasty. I can have a large steak pasty, please. Thank you. Look at the size of that thing. So Cornwall is definitely a place I'd like to visit more. My reservations about it being overcrowded and non-van friendly were honestly unfounded, although it is low season. I don't think I'd come here in the summertime, to be honest with you. I think it would just be absolutely rammed. But let me know in the comments, like, where are the best places to shoot and see in Cornwall? What's the best time of year to come to Cornwall? And where do you get the best pasty in Cornwall? That's what I'd like to know. So I'm going to finish my mid-morning snack. It's not really a snack, is it? It's a main meal. And then I'm going to drive to the Eden Project, where I have a 617 Club meetup. If you're interested in the 617 Club, it's a photography community run by myself and Simon Baxter. We have lots of photography challenges, meetups, weekly live streams, special guest speakers, all of that sort of stuff. It's really fantastic. So I'll leave a link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, let me know your thoughts on Cornwall in the comments below, because yeah, it's beautiful and I think I definitely need to come back.